Hello everyone and welcome back to a brand new episode of Learn to Fly 3. We're going to jump right back in. We got a little under 200,000 to go before we can finish this game mode, and hopefully we're going to do it in this episode and check out the other mode, which I think is the last mode in the game. So we might be coming to the last 5 or so episodes of this game. Who knows? We will definitely find out. So we might actually even be able to beat in this run. I'm actually just gonna angle down a little bit, down diagonal, so we'll start reaching ground, and we can reduce the wind drag just by a little bit and activate the other booster. So in the last one, I said that in the last episode, I said that I wanted to ask you guys something, and I was thinking about possibly, now this probably isn't going to be for a while because I would have to get a lot of stuff approved and whatnot, but I was thinking about asking someone to join me for commentary. Therefore, I can start adding some commentary in some of my gameplays instead of like doing with Alan Wake. Some games like Alan Wake, they don't need talking. I think there were a couple. There are other. Oh, I haven't. Oh, so I guess I should probably talk about that. So Alan Wake is a game I will be playing on this channel very soon. It's one of my favorite games. It was my first horror game ever that I've ever played. Second is actually Craven's Manor, which terrified me as a kid, and probably psychologically scarred me for life. So I've been planning to do Alan Wake for a while. I bought it, and so I just finished it. There are some parts where it could use a little bit of talking, where just like nothing's going on, but a lot of the time in the game, there's so much stuff going on, and I don't really feel like it's right to talk during it, honestly, if I'm going to be completely truthful. And so some of them, I don't believe need talk. Some games I don't believe need talking, but some of them I think could use them. Like a lot of the Pokemon games that I do, like, if it's really story driven, like if there's voice actors, if there's good art, animation, anything like that, I feel like that it works out where I don't have to do talking. But at some points, some Pokemon games are like pretty simplistic, some fan games, so I go and I do commentary on them. So yeah, it's just kind of like, what does the game feel like? And so I was thinking about possibly asking someone to come on the channel and do some stuff with me. Now, whether it be the same person each and every time, whether it be a different person every episode, a different person every series, I don't know, which means like for Solar Light and Lunar Dark, I did the first couple episodes I did was commentated. That was only because I couldn't change. I couldn't go back. Obviously, I couldn't reverse time and change what my what I chose to do. So that one was on me. And so the first couple episodes were talking, narrating, and then the rest of the series wasn't. So like they would be coming back with all narrated series, whatever it was. Like Slime Rancher, another game I plan on doing on the channel if I haven't already done it. It's gonna be 6 parts, I think. I think that's what 5-6 parts. That's gonna be the first leg of the game. That's gonna have talking in it. This one obviously has narrating in it. And I think there was another game there's another series I just did. Oh, there was a series I was gonna do, but I scrapped it halfway through. Which, if you saw my vlog right after the final episode of Pokemon Solar Light and Lunar Dark launched, you'll know which game it was, which game was canceled, and I might have even talked about Alan Wake in that video. in that vlog. But yeah, so it's just like some stuff just doesn't work out, and that's alright. That is completely alright. This whole YouTube thing is a learning thing for me, a learning curve. And so I have to figure out, okay, this works, this doesn't, let's scrap this, let's do this. People really seem to like my Nightcore, but I don't really want to bring that back just yet on a regular basis because I don't think I'm good enough yet. There's so many good Nightcores out there that I want to get better before I put myself back out there to not only be like criticized, but also like I don't want someone saying, "Oh, that's nice," but I'm like, I don't think it's nice. So it's just like I set very high standards for myself, and so that's kind of like the thing. Something just happened. Something just happened. I don't know what just happened, but something happened. I just saw something pop up on my screen as like a little window, and I have no idea why. Long-term investment. Bankers hate them. 100 BP. Saved up 38,000. I don't know what that does for me, but okay. Okay, so let's max this out. Max this out. Oh, spot that out with 1. Okay, so we have one more level on this, which is 6,020. So we need one more run on that, and hopefully then we might be able to actually. What's after this? Steam boosters, multi-jumps. I don't know which one would be more efficient for me. Like, I really like the boost. I really like the setup with everything. Then maybe just start upgrading these guys even more past max 1. Because I think I had some of them at max 7. After I do this, I'll use the Float-A-Flyer if I don't get 500,000. I'll try to get everything to max +2. And then use the Float-A-Flyer. So we gotta go with the wind and with the drag. Make sure. So if you are playing a game like this where you have to account for the wind, the drag, and everything, make sure the drag is as low as possible. I'm going up in altitude, so that's why there's more drag. If I were to go down, in altitude, it starts going down. The higher you go, the more drag there is. See, there we go. Now we're starting to balance out because we're kind of going on an even field right now. So that's kind of why the drag is like that. There is no wind, which I don't know if that's a good thing, a bad thing. I don't know if that can help or hinder me. But yeah, there's no wind. So we are in the race to get 500,000, which with the boosters it looks like I'm gonna get half, or with the thrusters it looks like I'm gonna get halfway there. With the multi-rockets, I don't know. I'm looking to shoot for 450,000, if not 500,000 for this turn. And I think I'm gonna try something a little different this time. I'm going to try not activating all the boosters just one after another I'm going to wait a couple seconds in between and see. Like, I'm going to wait until the 36 goes down. Okay, it's starting to, now I'm just kind of dropping, so now we'll activate it, boost it back up, drops back down. I did this technique in one of the older episodes. And so, like, what this does, it allows me to free fall for a little bit, but I don't want to fall too far down because I don't want to, obviously I don't want to crash into the ground or anything. So we're just kind of trying to get as much bang for our buck as we can. Is essentially the best way to say it. I was thinking 450,000, but I don't think that that's going to be a possibility for this one. Maybe 425 if I'm lucky, and then if I push it, maybe 450. But I'm not liking the odds with how much thruster I have left. or how much boost I have left in rockets. I'm not liking that. I'm not liking my chances, and we're getting pretty close to the ground right now. So if I let the drag go on for a little, if I let the distance go on for a little more free falling, now I'm just kind of free falling, just a free fall. Yeah, 425. Yeah, so we're not gonna get the 450 that we want. Actually, if we push this, we might. Ugh, we got one more boost. Oh yeah, we'll be able to get it. So if we boost everything up by one more, I think we should be good to get that 500,000. Because we are getting incredibly close to it. We are almost at 460,000. Let's see if we can get 460. Let's see if we can push that for 1,000 more. There we go, 460. So that, I think, we've been flying this one for 3.5 minutes already. Yeah, so I think that's it. Now I'm just kind of free fall, almost free falling. Oh, so we had a while to go. We could have free fell quite a while before we needed to actually worry about it. But it's okay. New airtime, new distance, new bonus earnings. We got 44,000. So we got to max this +1. Do these each plus one more on these. Plus one more on this, and then we can do our jet one more time, which would increase this top speed by 0.9. Yeah, 0.9 miles per hour. But let's go into this with the. Dude, I don't think I'll need it because I only need 30. We need like 38,100. Yeah, so we don't need that much. With all those boosts, if I hit everything properly, then I think I should be pretty good to go. We want to make the drag as little as possible. Yeah, which I think would work for probably like that. We got quite a lot of altitude. I wonder if I have an altitude counter, which I can switch out for the wind counter. I don't remember. Because we could definitely use that. That would definitely be something worth investing in. And, so, actually, yeah, I'm already over a fourth of the way there. 500,000. I can't do math right now. It's like, it's not as late as the other episodes that I've recorded. It's only 8:20 at night in the PM. But just like thinking about everything I have to do tomorrow is just like killing me. But we're almost halfway to our goal of 500,000. And our drag is doing pretty well. 0.98. I think that's pretty good. I think it was 0.92 last time, I think. So we're cutting down. And there we go. Oh, it's 0.7, 0.8. Let's actually start heading downwards with it. Just so we can allow our thing a little room to breathe. So we are over halfway there now, and we are making good time. We're making very good time, and it looks like we might make it on this run. Otherwise, we'll upgrade to like tier 3 for everything, and then we'll make a run like that. Okay, so we have now lost our final thruster. And so we're going to start our final booster. No, thruster. And now we're going to activate our boosters. Not all at once, though, because we want to... we kind of want to keep this as long as possible. That one I actually need to do twice in a row. Let this go down. Go back up. Let it level back out. And... Oh, sorry. There we go. Okay. That we go up. So free falling, it looks like around 400, and then with those, I don't know, maybe about 480 if we don't get it this round. But it looks like we'll have enough fuel to be able to make that 500,000. And then we might possibly be done with the classic mode. I remember the original classic mode in this. It was you had to slam into these certain obstacles. You had to slam into a snowman, and then it was like a wall, and then it was a snow cliff, and then it was a snowy mountain, and just like so many like other like things that you had to bust into. I don't know if I'm doing this the proper way that I said I was going to try to do it. But yeah, we're not doing so. Oh, no. Got this. Oh, there's no way to. Oh, there we go. Go up. Let me just then try to. Nah. Oh yeah, I think we got a better score than we did last time. But we could have done better. We could have gone to at least 475. We could have. That would have been a pretty good one to do. Okay, so we are going to level this up twice, level this up once, get our ramjets all leveled up once, and let's do 2 of our rockets to tier 3. And we're going to go to the bonus shop, and we're going to figure out reduce the effective air drag, fuel compensation. Yeah, we should probably get this. 2, 3, okay. That, which hopefully will do some good stuff. Make stages last longer. Yeah, let's do that. Okay, we've got some more stuff, and we're ready to go into this. 470,000. We need 898. We need 29,102. We should probably use the float-a-flyer, but I want to keep that for like if worst came to worst, if dire straits happen. And I wanna defeat this in this episode for you guys. I forgot to do the altitude thing, which is gonna kind of suck if my calculations are correct on this whole thing. But we're gonna try. We're definitely gonna try to do this. We're gonna try to do it this run. We're hoping for this run that we're gonna be able to do our thing. We're going to be able to do a thing. I am very, very fortunate to get a chance to do YouTube. You know, so many people are like, oh, you know, like, what are you doing? Like, you're trying to just like, and they're just haters. Like, you know, I must have talked about this in another episode. Of something. I don't remember if it was this or it was something else, but you know, oftentimes like everyone just says, oh, block out the haters, and you know, you're like, okay, and, like you don't want to deal with the hate, so you block them out, which is good. I don't fault you for that, but when comes the point where someone says a criticism which can actually really help you, but you perceive it as hate, so then you don't even listen. You don't even come close to listening. You know what I'm saying? Just some food for thought there. Always like take that into remembrance and like just you know try to get good. That's kind of my best advice for you. So I think we're doing semi alright, maybe. I don't know. I don't know anything. We have 125,000 left to do. We're almost full on our thrusters here, or boosters, or something or other. 110, 105. We're just gonna free fall for a little bit until we get to 400, or until we hit ground. One or the other, whichever comes first. All right, that's good enough. I wanna raise my altitude a little bit. Raise my altitude a little bit. There we go. Okay, so yeah, we should no scam, no joke at all be able to get it on this one. Okay. I don't think there should be much of a problem. 435,000 already, and 65,000 left, with half and over half. Yeah, so yeah, we'll get it. But you know, obviously, like there are times when people are just being genuinely hateful, to you because it's the internet. You know, people can hide behind a screen. They think they're invincible. Those people, like, you just say, oh, you're never gonna make it. You know, you just block them out. But like someone who's like, awesome job, but you know, you could have done this a little bit better, or you could have tried this. I definitely think about that. You know, take their criticism and like, okay, if I did this, let me try this. Let me see what people think. You know, and you're not gonna please everyone. You have to learn how to pick and choose with that. You know, you're not a pizza. You're not gonna please everyone. And so yeah, so just take that into consideration as we beat this. We get a cutscene. Okay. Go around the world in 80 days. Bum bum bum. Was it 80 days? I don't know. I was like, I went back in time. Back to the future. Somewhere in Antarctica. Is that? Oh wow, that just brings out a lot of feels right there. That's him before he decided to do science, and then he decides to do science because of this, and it's like a time loop paradox. You know, he gets to the point where he can travel back in time with flying so fast and for so long. He goes back to the past, and then oh wow, so yeah, so we did it in just over a month. So do we do this one? Do we do this one? I think we did this one. So let's do the penguin related items. We got 150 BP, bazooka, 50 sardines, a pingu balloon boost, and 25 sardines. Cool. So what is our time at? What are we looking at? 22 minutes. So I'm gonna end this here, and the next one we will take on our last new game that we should do to finish up this actual full game. I don't know, cancel. Am I close to being able to get those cheats? The cheatsy doodles. We have the cheatsy doodles. Times 5. I don't know if like get these fun and weird options that affect how the game plays. I don't know if that means there's gonna be 5 times more obstacles or like 2 times more gravity or what, but we're going to get them. So the next one we're gonna see what these do. Access sheet in the shop. By clicking cheat options in my purchases. Okay. We have 30 left where you could get a boost. Let's get a booster pack. Okay, we're gonna get knowledge is power because knowledge is power is cool. Actually, what should we get? Let's get rocket science. I feel like we should know some rocket science. We got an RC copter stage, 250 bonus points, fella. Tater reactor. We finally harnessed the limitless power of the potato. We got an Earninator and we got a rocket boost. It's way cooler than auxiliary rockets, so we might have to try that out because we're usually going auxiliary rockets in the beginning. But thank you guys so much for watching. If you liked it, smash that like button. It really helps us YouTubers out. And thank you. And yeah, I guess I will see you in the next one. Until next time, listen to this funky music, and I will catch you later.